All right, what's happening, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back. Let's talk about that Merab fight versus Sugar Sean. Why did Sugar Sean lose? What did Merab do right? What did O'Malley do wrong? Let's get into it. All right, so headed into this fight, I thought that this was possibly a stylistic bad matchup for Sean O'Malley. As a matter of fact, Merab is a bad matchup for a lot of people, hence his run and his record. But yeah, historically, based on my experience in the sport, based on being a viewer and a fan as well, when you have a guy that is primarily a striker and a guy that is a competent grappler, primarily a grappler, it's easier to take a striker down, dominate in the grappling, than it is for a striker to land that KO shot. Not saying that it can't happen, because heck, even a high-level boxer could land a lucky shot on a super high-level grappler. But if that grappler closes the distance, which is easy to do, gets a hold of said striker, it's pretty much a done deal. Now, of course, Sean O'Malley is not a pure striker where he has no grappling. He's actually pretty competent in jiu-jitsu, but there's a giant disparity in wrestling. So there is a gap in striking where O'Malley has the advantage, but there's a bigger gap in the wrestling department where Merab has the advantage. And we saw it on display. And it's just like the age-old thing that happens. When a striker can't stop the takedown, when they're concerned about the takedown, they can't really get off on the feet the way they normally do. They tend to not kick as much. That's one thing. They're tentative, they're cautious because they're afraid of being taken down and held down. And I think that's why Merab had a lot of success. Merab fought smart. He's not a striker himself per se, so he fought to his strength. He used a lot of movement. He was very erratic, unpredictable. Sean O'Malley really couldn't get a read on him. He applied pressure, cut Sean O'Malley off, secured the takedown, landed ground and pound, controlled, wash, rinse, repeat. Now, O'Malley had his moments. I'm not going to say Merab didn't struggle on any level to take O'Malley down, because that would be a lie. Sean, he put up a little fight, but there's a huge gap in wrestling. Merab is just way more skilled in wrestling, and he's just a lot physically stronger. So Sean had his moments. He landed a nice knee in the fight. I remember that. There was a body shot that seemed to stun Merab, hurt him. But O'Malley really couldn't capitalize because of the threat of the takedown. Another factor was Merab's unlimited gas tank. If you have an unlimited gas tank, I mean, that is a huge advantage. Pretty much in fights, if it passes the first 2 minutes, if a guy has superior cardio, there's a great chance that guy will win the fight. Because when you're fatigued, lactic acid, winded, I mean, technique goes out the window. Also, your explosiveness, your speed. And there's that age-old saying, fatigue makes cowards of men. So when you're exhausted, you look for a way out. The toughest of them don't, but the majority of people will, including fighters. And Merab kind of breaks guys, same way Khabib used to break guys. So there was the cardio element. Merab fought with a smart fight IQ. Once again, he fought to his strength against O'Malley's weakness. Didn't go out there trying to prove a point. Oh, I could strike just as good as Sean, because you can't. He probably would have got knocked out. Some people found the fight boring, but it's not kickboxing, it's not boxing, it's mixed martial arts. When I see two high-level competitors have a chess match like that, when I see domination, whether it be in striking or grappling, it's still entertaining to me. It's not like Merab is just laying on him doing nothing. He was landing ground and pound. He was threatening with submissions. He was active, and honestly, I don't know what Herb Dean was doing, because he was telling Merab to stay busy, but he was busy. So all in all, the main factors for me were obviously Merab's wrestling pedigree, his pressure, his tenacity, his cardio. O'Malley just couldn't get in his rhythm. I think the takedown was on his mind. His kicks, even his knees were affected, because when you kick, when you get your legs up, it's easier for you to get taken down. So I don't know what adjustments Sean could make if these guys fight again. I mean, obviously he could work on his wrestling. It's not impossible to get good enough takedown defense to stifle Merab enough to implement your superior striking game. We've seen other guys do that, so I wouldn't count him out. I mean, he's still young enough to go on another run. I do think O'Malley is a talented fighter. I do think he was deserving of the belt, but he had his little run, and it's Merab's time now. So let's see who could stop his takedowns, who could stop his wrestling game, who could stop his crazy cardio. It's going to be interesting. Davis and Figueiredo might be up next. Umar Nurmagomedov might be next. Let's see what happens. But guys, let me know in the comment section, what you thought about the fight, what you thought Merab did well, where did you think O'Malley came up short at. Want to read your thoughts. Appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Until then, stay safe. Take care, my friends.